o'clock. So thank you all for being punctual. I hope that all of you will be able to take some key points and habits from this workshop. So a small background about me and why I'm doing this workshop in with Gideon and Haberspace. My background is economics in London. I've done financial management in London, and I've been a mum with two young children by myself. So I've seen my money, I've had access to plenty of money, and I've had access to not a lot of money, and it's fluctuated over my lifetime. So I came to one job in a school in the United Kingdom, and what we do in the UK is that as part of extracurriculum activities, we're always telling young people to prepare for life after school. That means your career, your interview, your confidence, how you comport yourself when you're preparing yourself for work. And a lot of people are asking, but Madam, I want to know more about money. We never learn about credit card, loan, debt, savings, investing, especially in UK schools. So therefore, in Ghana schools, we probably don't touch on it as much. So that is where my work has evolved. And I go around the UK talking to everybody from young children as close as year seven up until adults, talking about financial well-being. So if you hear me say financial well-being, it encompasses everything to do with us and our money, because at the end of the day, rich people, poor people, black people, white people, we all will touch money. Okay. Some of us in our lifetime will have a lot. Some of us in our lifetime, maybe not so much, but universally, we will all touch money. And we need to develop these good habits, because scientists say, research says that from the time of us being 7 years old, we have managed money. Your tia, your mom, and your papa, they argue over money. Your bus and your four don't have a lot of money. So it's already developed some habits in our minds that money is evil, money is good. We've seen people do wicked things to get money. So this workshop, it's just to focus us and tunnel our vision to be smart with money. That is why a lot of you have joined this workshop today, because you all have a concern pertaining to money and your future. So it's so important that we get the habits today, establish some kind of rhythm with money, because I talk to people all the time and say money is a tool. Okay, I'm not going to tell you here that money will make you happy, but I'm telling you that is a tool, and how you use it will dictate your future and how you maneuver in the future. I specifically also talk to girls more than boys. So if there's any gentlemen here, please do not be offended. I am talking to you, but more so women and girls. Why? Because we are the ones that will have the children. As soon as you have children, you don't go to work maybe as often, don't get the promotion as frequently. So therefore, your salary is stagnate at a certain level. Then as you retire or become a pensioner, your money is not as good as maybe your husband or your partner or your community. So again, I talk to women especially for you to understand that it's you, your offspring, and your community. And again, giving you the confidence to handle money. Again, I say girls need more confidence, because typically in maths, girls do not like maths, typically compared to boys. So because girls don't like maths, we don't like talking about numbers and therefore money. We know how to spend it, but we don't know how to maybe generate it or be confident to tell a funder or an investor about our profit and loss, or about our debt and how our valuation is. Therefore, we lack that confidence to pursue our career and therefore our growth within money. So this is why I'm talking so much about money and the Girls and Goals program. Today is a taster session. Talking about money can be lengthy. So if I skim over a certain topic, please be kind to pull it in the chat, your questions quickly, so that I could read your questions. So it's first come, first serve. So please do not be shy. Please put your questions in the chat so that I can help you as much as possible. But I will skim through certain topics so that I can focus on what I believe is the overall outcome that I want people to take away from this session. So just one last part. Mia Santini, Mifri Kenya se airport roundabout Kenya se. I've lived in Kumasi between 2012 and 2017. So yes, I come to Ghana maybe 2, 3 times a year. So if my tree is not that great, please bear with me, but that's a little bit about me. So today, Money Smart Future, I hope by the end of this webinar, we'll have a quick overview. My key things I want everybody to understand, money is a tool and also is a mindset. That's number one. Two, learn everyday budgeting skills. I remember on our platform, Max put a question, do you budget? Some people said yes, some people said sometimes, some people said never. If you have money and you have access to money, we also need to learn how to budget. The two going together. What does that mean? You have your income, 1,000 cedis a month, 500 cedis a month. You know your expenses for ECG, food, Momo, credit is maybe 400 cedis. Therefore, you have a balance of 100 cedis. What are you doing with your balance of 100 cedis at the end of the month? Okay, some of us, sikano cry and suyeng, so we go and borrow more. Again, we have to now factor in repayment. So that's about budgeting, understanding how to save. Again, please don't let me patronize you. I've studied economics, so I know that money devalues. Okay, so when I say save, I'm not saying go and leave 50 million, or I'm talking old cities, but 50 million in the bank for inflation to absorb your income. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying save for the emergency. And if you do have any other balance, you put it in investments. But the principle is to save a small amount so that you don't have to go and borrow, because we'll car battery are shit and our engine I say and our poly tank I say now we'll pay loan for that kind of thing. I'm talking about bigger picture. We then talk about exploring. A lot of you are here. Some of you have a small business, a side business, or an established business, and how to start a business on a budget. Again, Ghanaians, we're very entrepreneurial. So some of us, we know how to start a business, get the kiosk, do all of those things, but we mix our personal finance with our business finance. Those two mix up together, and then we can't separate ourselves from our business funds, and then it becomes intertwined and we get ourselves in trouble. And then lastly, I do believe that we all should obviously, hopefully by the end of this workshop, connect, keep remaining on the platform, talk about our journey and learn from other people's experience. So that's a very broad overview of today's workshop. So again, if you have any question, please put it in the chat. I know it's a Ghana for because hey Tasha was stressed or kasantem. So if I am speaking too fast, please tell me to slow down. But I really know that I've got a small amount of time, but I've got so much to tell you. Okay. So next part. I met Gideon a month ago and I was telling him about my girls and goals, part of Habitspace, telling him about girls and goals. And I said to him, this is what I do in the UK and I want to bring it to Ghana, especially my young people who do vocational training, Mako hair and beauty school, Mako catering school, Mako sewing school. So you now want to start your own side business. How am I going to empower my young girls in Ghana to get the confidence and the mindset and the financial literacy in place? And also the program is to educate you, give you further training on budgeting, networking, your business plan, your cash flow. It may sound complicated, but when I explain further, you'll understand how to elevate your ideas. I say to people all the time, we all have a skill, but some of us do not know how to monetize our skill. For example, some of us, we're very good with our hands. We know how to do braiding, but how do you market yourself in such a way that people will come to your store to do their hair, how to maintain customer service, how to get word of mouth and elevate your brand is so important. Again, all of this is through equipping people with tools, templates, and community support, because no one can build something by themselves. We need people to support us. And then eventually, in all of this, Girls and Goals program is to help everybody evolve and transform your mindset, your habits to support other people. I say this to say, I'm helping you, you will help somebody a year from now, 5 years from now. So let's see that growth within our community. So I have three sections, and let me go straight to my point. As soon as I start these workshops, people say, but madam, me, I'm not good with money, you. By the time into lace, no, namin koye mi tea, ni me makeup, the money is finished. Why wouldn't him NDC, ni MPP for must say Ghana economy? So I understand. But however, if we are not good with money, we have to develop the mindset of yet. I am not good with money yet. I am not good at school yet. I am not good at cooking yet, but you have the mindset that you would improve. You guys are here because you've heard about this workshop. You're not very confident, but you want to learn more. So you have already started your power of yet. I'm not good with money, but let me listen to this webinar. Hopefully, I will be better. That is the same with money. Like I said, it's a tool, it's like a hammer. We all have to get it and hit the nail. Some of us, we hit the nail and we pinch our finger, but with practice, we know to move our finger out of the way and hit the nail. It's just by trial and error. So please, everybody from this workshop, you may not be good with money yet, but you can improve. Okay, so important that you change your mindset about money differently going forward. Okay. Now, quickly, this is a quick summary. But again, if you want me to go into detail, there it will be in a program, or if you have a question, put it in the chat. But the money mindset is simply this. All of us, like I said, have a belief that shapes our money habits. Some of us, your mom and your papa, they didn't have any. We've had to struggle and grind for him. Sometimes people think, oh, Miss Tasha, what's your brochure? What your pounds? What your nisi kasem? It's the same how, because they're buying for, they'll come and take my money through tax. With the government, they're always checking your national insurance number and tracking your spending and your bank account. So I may not have money per se that's similar to you, but I do have a belief over money and an insecurity over money, right? Some of us think that if I don't have money, I know how to buy and sell, and I can make 100 cedis and change it to 1,000 cedis. And some of you don't know how to triple or quadruple your income. Okay. Affirmations for your financial confidence and visualizing your financial goal. You are here because you have an idea, a business plan, or concern about money, and you want to see a difference in your life. So today, I hope that you change your mindset and say, you can be better, but just change your habits. A lot of things to do with money is about bad habits. Just like with eating, we eat too much, I don't know, kelaweli, so it's full of oil. We've put on weight by eating all this oily food. Whatever it is a bad habit, but now we can change it. Yebetumi di kokoya tutun instead of kokoya chik. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's small habits and small changes. Now, the thing that I want to talk about is also this: start small, stay consistent. What am I meaning? Everything to do with money is small, frequent steps. Again, some of you here want to be millionaires. I am here for it. I'm praying for you that we'll all be millionaires. But even to become a millionaire starts with a step, okay? What is it that you're trying to do? What is it that you're trying to do with this 100 cedis to convert it to 1,000 cedis? And what is your plan and your strategy? We all, let me use this as an example. We all want to lose weight. Me, I've gone through my whole weight loss issue. I want to lose weight, but I'm not consistent. And then me start it 1 week, me call gym, me you know hard, da 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 da. Now the following month, a family member wedding or big party. Now I've gone and eaten some food that I shouldn't have eaten. Then the following week it'll be naming. The following week it'll be a year. Before you know it, your bad eating habits have started. So again, let's start small and stay consistent. I'll talk to you at the end about a quick, easy action plan that I think we can all start implementing. All right. But when it comes to everyday budgeting, okay, it's the simple strategy that some of us can use to apply is that Sikano 1,000 cedis, no, there's something called the 50-30-20 rule. So whatever your income is, 100 cedis, 1,000 cedis, 10,000 cedis, 50% is advised that it should go towards your needs. That means your needs being Odainka, a brochure we pay for our rent monthly in Ghana 2 years in advance. But whatever the case is, because you know you have another 2 years rent coming, you've started putting allocation towards your future rent from now. So you've put that aside. Unim say ECG beba, water bill beba, you know you need your credit for your phone, petrol for your car. So those are needs. There's not even a want. Here. So 50% of your income should go towards your needs. Then the 30% is something that we say is your wants. We all desire things that we enjoy. Some of us, it's a new car or a new phone or new clothes or an updated upgrade. Because I say to young people all the time, we are all thirsty. But some of us, but some of us, because a chinchina you per Coke. But the price of Coke and the price of water are completely two different things. One is a need, one is a want. You want the Coke because air doko doko, but you need water, but you want a bottle of Coke, okay? Now you have to ask yourself, do you have enough money to buy that bottle of Coke? It's simple, but sometimes we get lazy. Oh, me pay Coke. Then you can buy your Coke. That's not the problem. But if you consistently buy your Coke, can you afford that over a year? And then the last part is the 20% of your income to go towards savings. For me, I'm now advising people that 20%, 10 is saving, the other 10 is investing. When I say investing, some of you may think, oh, madam, you want me to go and buy treasury bills, not NDC for Bedimi Sika. No, I'm not saying that. Some of you have the understanding of stocks and shares and treasury bills. If you understand it, maybe look into it. If you do not understand it, invest in yourself. Again, today you guys have invested in yourself by dedicating 1 hour to listen to me. You are investing in your knowledge because you want to better yourself. Again, you will do that throughout the rest of your life, topping up your knowledge. As we all know, AI is here. Those who know AI and know how to use it are progressing. If you do not know how to use AI 10 years from now, you're not up to date with your skills. So 20% of your income should go towards 10 should go towards saving. The car will break down. The tire, the funeral will come, the unexpected pregnancy will come, things will happen that you'll use your 10% savings for. Then the other 10%, I implore you guys to invest in yourself. If it's the new laptop, the new mentor, the new course, so that you can always keep up to date with what's going on. Because, guys, if you don't know, AI is coming and it's coming hard, and we need people who know how to use it, understand it to make us efficient in the workplace. Let me not digress too much. You are budgeting because you want to track your spending. Okay. Again, Ghana, our salaries will never increase exponentially. So we always know roughly, even if we got a pay rise, maybe 50 cities increase. No one that your boss is not going to increase your pay rise, anything. Wow. Now, so every month, 1,000 cities, but what are you doing to keep afloat? Some people like to track their money on an app. Me, I'm an old school. I like Excel. I like spreadsheet. The reason why I like spreadsheet is because I'm always going to insert a line with an unexpected bill. I'll show you in the next slide, and I'm going to give you the actual Excel spreadsheet as a starter for you guys to get in the habit of tracking your spending. And then as always, as we are tracking it, we are reviewing it. So let me show you what I mean. There's this spreadsheet. This is just a screenshot of the spreadsheet, but in the chat, I would include it as an Excel so you can download it and keep it on your phone or a laptop. But a simple budget is this. On the left, this is the summary of what's been going on. But your monthly income, first income source may be your full-time job. Again, this is in pounds, but let's just call it cedis, 2,500 cedis. Your another income source could be your boyfriend gives you pocket money, your baby daddy gives you pocket money, whatever other second income is, you put it here. So 2005 plus 1,000 plus other, then it will total it up. And that's where you have your total income of 3,750. Then you'll do your monthly expenses. Again, I know this is UK, but you'll insert it. Rent for your next year, 2 years in advance. Minstantin for 500 cedis, 800 cedis in Toho. So that means after 2 years, no, to give it to my landlord, right? Your ECG bill, gas. Here in the UK, we pay gas separately. So maybe the gas cylinder for you, your Airtel phone package, how much you spend in the market or Melcom, car payment. All I'm saying is that all of this, you will edit it on the spreadsheet that I will send you to what is your expenses. Then the spreadsheet will calculate the total amount for you and then give you total expenses here, 2,108. Then on the far side, you'll say, oh, Aneje, me save you £200. And last week, me save you 100. Then you put it here. So I'm saying this to say, I'm sending you this spreadsheet. But it's a very basic spreadsheet to get you into the habit of seeing where your money is going. Sometimes we'll wake up, oh, masikasa, dang. You don't know where your money went because you're in trouble. So if we start writing it down on the spreadsheet, we can see where it goes. And you can say to me, wait, here. Now I delete it on the spreadsheet. Or if it's necessary, then you would insert a line. Again, everything I've said, I'll send it to you on the actual form so you can see it more. But if you have any questions, please let me know. Now, the other thing that some people tell me, say, hey, Madam, misika cry and summit. So how can I even save something that is not even enough for me? I appreciate that fact. Again, I have been there. I'd lost my job, had to go and get another part-time job. The money of the new job didn't match the money of the old job, okay? So I understand. But because we know the unexpected will happen, wisdom tells us because we do not know the future, we should prepare. So, yes, your salary no and so fine, but we can all sacrifice 10 cities, 50 cities, 100 cities. And even if we sit crown so manage what you have as best as possible. So when you do get the increase, you can save the increase. So I understand. I really understand. And this condition, no, as they say, no season is permanent. So this of season of your sick council, no, fine, but it won't be long. You'll get a better job or you'll get a salary increase. Learn the good habits in your season of famine so that when you have your season of reaping, you know how to save it. If you all do Bible here, go to Joseph, okay? When there was plenty, he saved some. And when there was famine, what he had saved, he's now using. It's the principle right now, all right? So saving and sacrifice, again, from this slide, I want everybody to take away the first one in orange, the difference between an emergency fund and an opportunity fund. I'm saying put money aside because the emergency will come. Charlie, we didn't see COVID coming and COVID came, boom. You understand? People didn't know, say they'll lose, especially in Broad Street. Some of us, our job is not work from home. Let me use that as an example. So we had to work from home. But if your job is not working from home now, how are you paying your ECG bill and other expenses? So we know the unexpected will happen because you're named there. So because you know, say the unexpected will come, put something aside, the emergency. The funeral will come, the baby will come, the unexpected illness will come, a new political party will come. We know it's guaranteed. Change is all that, as they say, the only guarantee in life, the only constant in life is change, is there. So therefore, if we know it's there, let's put that money aside so that you don't have to go and borrow from somebody. You know, why should we go and borrow money from somebody because we didn't factor in emergency? So this is why I talk about an emergency fund, that 10% of your salary. By the time, if you're a Christian, 1 year tithe, no, another 10% is saving. Then the other 10% that I was talking about is opportunity. It sounds like me dimusika, me catch up with someone for the hard needs, but if we don't pull it in different pots, that one pot that you thought, oh, is the pot of money that will save you. That money that you left in your handbag that you don't like. And I would the handbag no at all wardrobe cheap. Dachi will cost our handbag now will be ma. Will be say, hey, me sorry, offering no man fun to. But that offering money that you didn't put in, is that what's helping you today? My mum used to do that all the time. She'll have different handbags and put different money in the handbag. So one day I'm cleaning her closet. I'm opening my mother's handbags and at £20, £50, £20. Let me say, hey, oh Grace, Mama, where did you? What was the car? And she was laughing. But that's the point purpose of the emergency. I'm also a big advocate for opportunity. Everybody here, please hear me. Unexpected will happen to all of us, but opportunity will also come your way. Good things will come your way. Are you prepared? Somebody beton the car just for your sake. He's selling it half price. Somebody tone the gas cooker for your sake is cheaper. Somebody see there's a ticket to America. There's an opportunity that will come your way, but your opportunity has to meet your readiness. The two have to coincide. Are you ready for the good things that will come your way? So this is what I'm talking about, the different pots, okay? The business will come. Your supplier will say that they have a sale for the straightener. They'll give you a bundle deal. The straightener, the blow dryer, the curling tongue, instead of maybe 100 cities, 100 cities, 100 cities, 300 at one t they'll give you the whole package for 200 cities. Are you ready for such an opportunity? So this is why I want young people to always be prepared with their finances. Unexpected will come, but so will opportunity. Which one are you ready for? The last bit at the bottom is where I've been saying developing and investing lifestyle. Again, I'm not saying go and do treasury bills if you don't know treasury bills, or go and buy stocks in Tesla and Apple if you don't understand. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying developing and investing lifestyle. Invest in you. Chale, you are you. There's one of you. Put money on yourself, develop your idea, develop your mindset, invest in you. Because if you don't invest in you, you're going to put your money into somebody else. Put your money in yourself first. Yeah. So develop that ideology that you're investing in your life. So again, if it's not your money, it's your time. And there you've dedicated 1 hour for me. I'm not taking it for granted at all. That's why I'm trying to talk to you and give you my knowledge, because after this 1 hour, some of you will take what I've said and apply it, and some of you won't. But at least I know I tried. You understand? So invest in your time and with your money. And finally, because I have different sections, again, if you have a question, put it in the chat, because I really want us to talk, because I don't want to patronize anybody and make it seem like, oh, or I didn't go into detail. So please, if you have a question, please put it in the chat. But my last topic is this. I want to start a business, but I don't know how to manage the money. And all of you, some of you have a business idea. You want to go and get a business loan. You want to go and get some investors. How are you going to explain your idea and justify why this person should put 10,000 cities in your business, 50,000 cities in your business? Do you even know really, really, really what your business is about? The cash flow, the profit margin, your customers' needs and wants, your marketing strategy. Are you ready? And have you divided yourself from your business? Again, I always use these jokes, but for example, it's like let me use this as an example. It's like having a wife and a side chick. You don't mix the two together, do you? Bakotiha, bakotiha. The same with your personal finance. Personal money is here. Business money is here. Please do not mix the two, because if you want a bank to come and invest in you, I don't want to really see your personal. I want to see your business. How much sales came in, what your take home was, what your company expenses was, and what's your profit, right? So really don't get in the habit of mixing the two. If you work for your business, there's something saying pay yourself first. Your business made 10,000 cities. You will take 2,000 out as your salary and transfer the 2,000 to your personal account. So your personal account is what you're going to use for your hair, your nails, whatever it is. But the remaining 8,000 is for your business to do the computer, the software, the staff training. Please, please, please get into the habit of separating it. So, business on a budget. Start with what you have, your skills, your tools, your time. Again, in the 6 weeks Girls and Goals program, we go into this so much detail, but I'm just giving you a summary. How to cost and price your product. One of the most difficult things that people find difficult in doing is justifying the cost or the price of their service. Or me ferry se me be weave and our wig. Now my charging 1,000 cedis. So me me from me competitor charge 500 cedis. So Mrs. So me charge 500. But one will competitor no. You are getting your hair products, let's say from America. Your competitors getting their hair products from China. So that competitor can price low because their products are lower. You wakotono Sephora or Macy's. So you can't price the same as your competitor because what you have put there. Shampoo, nini conditioner, no, it's expensive. So you have to price according to what you are offering your client. So that is a really big distinction. But some of us, we don't know. So we just think of a number, oh, may and say. But we and it says continues for about 1 year. You won't say you're not making a profit. Again, I can delve into that later. I've said this again and I say it one more time. Keep the business and the personal finance separate. Record your income and your expenses all the time. What came in, what went out. Again, you can use the spreadsheet I'm going to give you and open a second tab. So one tab is for personal, one tab is for business. What comes in, what goes out. As you progress, if you need a more sophisticated spreadsheet, I can show you another type, but this one is the very basic spreadsheet of personal income, business, and finance. Okay. And then a simple one-page business plan if you need one. But I'm sure Haberspace does all of this for you. So if you're not sure, please talk to Max. Again, I'm going to echo this point another time. Keep the business and the personal separate. So if you have a Momo account, one Momo is for your personal with maybe MTN, then you have your Airtel account, which is your personal. Two different phone numbers, maybe two different telephone providers. So you have two separate momos, okay? Again, there's another thing that says pay yourself first. Well, monthly sika from your business note, pay yourself a salary so that won't fall sound into so you don't dip into your business. Because you didn't pay yourself, you're always dipping into the business pot. Dip, 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 dip. By the time won't dip in the nasa. So tit. Na fa to baby for na di wo ho, but men di wo ha. Yeah. Again, record your income and expenses for your personal and your business. And then this is what you'll use to create your simple cash flow accounts. Now, the thing that this all encompasses is that money is complicated, but as soon as you understand how it works, it's no longer complicated. I say this all the time. The world, the life that we live in is a game. Some of us, we know the rules of the game, so we know how to play, Abby. But some of us, we don't know the rules, so we're just throwing the dice and walking and then the things are happening to you. But if you take your time and study the rule book of life, especially when it pertains to money, you'll be more confident in how to maneuver and hopefully win. So again, this is a taster session, but this money topic is 6 weeks because it's going to go into deeper because some of you, again, you don't like maths, you don't like numbers, you're not confident in talking about it, you're a bit shy, you're a bit nervous because of beer deal sika pain. So you don't know if you can trust somebody else again. I know all the stories, but if you don't try and apply yourself, how will you improve? So some of you will be like, this thing makes sense. I need to just delve a little bit more and do more learning. So in the chat, my first link was a survey. If Max, you can see on the chat, I sent a link for a Google survey. If everybody can click on it, it's just a questionnaire to see the topics that people will be interested in when I've developed my 6 weeks program for what I think people need to know. But some of you will tell me now, Miss Tasha, Charlie, I need to know more about cash flow. So if Max, you can show the link again, I put it in the chat. So it's going to be the first one. So the people who have just joined the webinar, if you put it at the bottom, because I can't see that screen again, it's just an interest form for me to know the topics and how you want your time. Do you want it as a webinar? Do you want it in me to come to Ghana and deliver this to you in person? So that I don't want anybody to leave and be like they were confused. It will break my heart after this session, you left confused. This is why I'm keeping asking you, write your questions so that I can make sure that I'm teaching you what you need to know so that you can start these money habits from now. So that's the interest form. That's a survey. If you guys could complete it for me, I really appreciate it. But yes,
Tasha,
yes,
please,
please.
is there way you can send it to me via WhatsApp because
Yes.
I'm not finding it in the chat. So maybe
Okay,
if you can
sure.
send it via WhatsApp, I can put it
Sure,
here.
let me do that now. So as you guys are thinking, as the good Ghanaian in me, we all have homework. We'll all have an assignment. And this assignment is in the action plan. So let me show you this next slide now. Oh, okay. Actually, I'm just come to the chat box. Let me put it here. Guys, I've put the interest form in the chat
Great.
box now. But Max, I'll WhatsApp it to you as well. It's just that I've now removed the
Sure.
I'll come back and everybody, I will upload the Excel spreadsheet for you in 10 minutes before you leave. You'll get an Excel spreadsheet. So let me continue. Then if you have a question, I'll come back. So that's the interest form. But your action plan, again, I like to be short, sharp, and concise. I don't want to talk too much. Now you're confused. Boom, 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 boom. Action plan number one. We all have a financial goal. Some of us, we need yeah, yɛntumi nda anadwo because we owe somebody 1,000 cedis. Nipa korɔ no afrɛ yɛn. So yɛayɛ shit. How are you going to find 1,000 cedis to pay this person who's calling us? What's the goal for the next 7 days of how we can set some money apart to repay our debt? That is one financial goal. Set yourself a goal. And this week, memmiemeni, nam medjai, I don't know. If you guys like, I don't know, what do you like guys like doing? I don't know, going to the club every week. Can we stop the club this week so we can save that money or stop going to the sports? I don't know. But some of us can stop a bad habit that we have, especially when it comes to money, and save it. I always say this joke, but if there's any guys here, forgive me. But some of you, you may have to dump the side chick because she's costing you too much money, Sha. So can you set yourself that financial goal and, break up with that person? It's just a suggestion. I make light of this, but everybody and their goal and everybody and their strategy. The spreadsheet I'm going to send you, please use it. How much money comes in, how much money goes out. It will give you an idea of your balance at the end of the month. Can we start an emergency fund, 50 cedis this week? Just put 50 cedis just away, just in case. Some of you already have savings. Sometimes Ghana for Muyadi or saving, you probably got 10,000 cedis saved somewhere. Fantastic. But have you got money for yourself for the opportunity? Have you got money for yourself to invest in your trade, to invest in your business? Have you done that part? So if you've done the emergency one, you've got your savings. Have you got the fund for the opportunity? If you're new and you're not sure what your career will be, but you have an idea of how you want to start your business, have you made the list of the idea, the client, your pricing, your location? Have you really developed it and written it down so that you can take away and start implementing it now? And like I say, there's power in community and having a peer support group so you can thrash ideas with somebody. Me talking to Max for the past 1 month, I've learned things I didn't know on WhatsApp from him. Again, I wouldn't have learned if I hadn't have asked. It's been part with Haberspace that this month I've learned some few hints and tips. Again, there's power in communities. I pray that this WhatsApp group that we've started, we can remain on it and encourage one another. So that's your action plan for this week. Some of you may be able to do all five. Some of you will be like, hey, Tasha, but I'll do maybe one or two, but min to minya five, no ninya. Start at your level, but please, this week, start so that on the chat next week, I can ask you guys, how's everything going? How have you found doing the spreadsheet? Or how have you found it breaking up with your side chick? Did she cry? Did she beg? What did she do, Osha? Are you okay? Whatever it is that we need to do to support you so that you can be a master of your finances. Because sebi muna muye jumano, you are the one getting up every morning, grinding for this money. Don't let it dissipate and go like the wind, poof, and disappear. Hold it for you, your children, your community, for. So that's really, really important. There's so many people who have joined late, so I'm mindful of that. So I might do a quick summary if anybody came late, but then I might go to the chat. Then I'll do a summary for those who showed up in the last 10 minutes. But if you have any questions, feel free to unmute yourself. If you're shy, put it in the chat. I am on Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn, but feel free to send me a message or remain in the WhatsApp platform for any other information or knowledge that you want. So let me go to the chat and start answering questions, and then we can proceed. So if I go to my chat, the first question that I can see is this. Okay, Elizabeth wants access to the recording, so that is something Max will sort out for you, my dear.
Yeah, we'll do that after
Okay,
that.
Another question, Mami. 50, 30, 20 rule for income distributing, 50% to needs, 30% to wants, 20% to savings and investments. Correct. Again, if you're a Christian, 10% to tithe. I beg, I don't want your sophomore to come and say, London girl B, I advise him or say 50, 30, 20. One can't tithe who asks him. I beg, I don't want trouble. So please add your tithe or I beg. So that one is there. Next question. There's a difference between emergency funds and opportunity funds and plan for both. Please, good things will happen to every single one of me. So honestly, the opportunities that came my way, but because my money wasn't ready, it walked past me. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. And I said, never again will I let certain opportunities walk past me. So please be ready for the good and the bad, because both will come, guaranteed. So where do you keep the 50 and the 30? Because the issue comes when they all go into the same account. Superior argument. Now, 50, no, you're keeping it in the sense of, everybody and what they prefer. Some people like Susu account, some people like normal bank account, some people like it underneath their mattress. I can only tell you to put it in somewhere that you feel is safe for you. But the 50% of the crowd, one shouldn't save it because you've already spent it because it's part of your needs. Meaning, say, it's gone to ECG, it's gone to Ghana Water, it's gone to MTN already. So you've saved it for maybe 5 days. You got paid on the 31st, on the 30th of every month. By the second, third, or fourth of the following month, no. What your ma, as they say, give to Caesar what is Caesar. You've already given it to them. So there's no way to really save the 50 that I'm telling you to save because it's a need. So you've had to allocate it. So that one doesn't even get to stay in your pocket. Does that make sense? And even the 30%, which is your want, no, that too, it doesn't stay in your pocket for very long. Acha, 1 week, 2 weeks, because mobile in Toma, mobile haircut, wobano school fees. It's also, well, I shouldn't even say that school fees is a want. It's also a need. So I'm saying that to say it doesn't stay in your wallet for long because it's been allocated by Caesar for it because you need to pay who you need to pay. I hope I'm making sense. So therefore, the 20 that I said was your saving and you're investing in yourself, no emergency fund, no need opportunity fund, no. That is now going to the savings account, your bank savings account or your Susu saving account. Who is rewarding you for the saving? When I say rewarding you, who's giving you a nice amount of interest for saving with them? You understand? Maybe EcoBank say will save you will seek out why you have 5% interest and our 10% minimum. So you compare EcoBank to Zenith to Fidelity, then you see whose savings account is a better rate of return so that you put your emergency fund with them. I hope I've made sense about where you would save.
Yes, yes, Natasha. There is also a hand up from William. So if you can
Okay.
unmute and speak, William.
William, please unmute.
Yeah, thank you so much, Nat. I've learned a lot, even though sometimes I try to budget, but I realize all the money is gone. But now I can find ways to track everything to know where the money is coming from.
Good.
Yet I have this question. You made mention that you should make sure that 10% goes to emergency fund and 10% also go to opportunity fund.
Yes.
In the case that an emergency comes and the
Mhm.
amount the emergency fund can't settle that emergency, is it advisable to borrow from the opportunity fund to cater for it and later repay it back?
Very good question. Very good question. Do you know what? I thought you was going to say, oh, can I borrow from a friend? But you want to borrow from your own opportunity fund, then I would advise it. At the end of the day, we should be our own lender. You know what I mean? We should be able to borrow from ourselves. So I like the analogy of borrowing from yourself from the other house, the opportunity house. So yes, you've got your emergency fund, 10,000 cities, but your emergency is 15,000 cities. You've put 5,000 in your opportunity fund. So you're going to take it from the opportunity to pay the emergency. That one there is wisdom. You haven't gone and borrowed from anybody for them to be knocking on your door, for them to be harassing you. So yes, personally, I would borrow from myself be it my opportunity fund, and hopefully figure out how to put that money back in the opportunity fund quickly. So yes, I'm a big advocate from borrowing from yourself. If I can't borrow from myself and I have no other option, then you go to family or you go and get a bank loan. But yes, William, I think it would be a good idea to borrow from yourself from your opportunity fund. I
Yeah,
hope I've answered your
thank you
question.
so much. Yes, your question has been answered. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going through the chat. Bear with me.
Yeah.
Link to the WhatsApp platform. I think it was in the email that gave you the link to this Zoom. So I'm sure.
Yes, and I'll also add it here after the session as well.
Awesome. Okay, Showers
Yeah.
has asked the question. What I do is keep the highest denomination in my wallet in a secret box first thing when I get home from work and invest it at the end of every month in T-bills. People can give it a try. Great example. Great example. Highest denomination is in my wallet or in a secret box. Please, Showers, I'm sorry that I've said your name. No one should be going to Showers' house, or I beg. Don't, or Showers, now move it from home and put it somewhere else, or because there's this platform, there's 75 of us. If anybody now knows you, Sha, we know your home. So I beg, move it from your home. But it's a great example of them sharing that they invest in T-bills. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Next question. What about us who do not have a stable job? Superior argument. You get a call from a job, you do it and then get paid. And that doesn't happen frequently. Can I also say, okay, so those of us who do not have a stable job, our money fluctuates. Sometimes, yeah, boss, you buy my contract now and then, yeah, 2 weeks, 6 weeks, then another 2 months, contract beyond by it, job beyond by it. So for those type of people in that situation, your well-being and your safety is important. There's no time to save. The most important thing to do is to make sure that you're safe, you are fed at home. So if your stable job is fluctuating and you cannot save, I'm not telling you to go and save what you can't do, but be mindful of this message that when your job does become stable, Miss Natasha said, Charlie, for start, okay? So in this season where your job is not stable, don't force yourself to do something that you can't do consistently. But when the stability comes, because I promise you, my dear, stability will come. Quickly remember this message and quickly start saving. I hope that makes sense. So if your money is not stable, you can't save because why during also, I'm not going to put that added pressure and say, oh, Miss Natasha said, put money in an emergency fund, but Misika Sema Basa, please, let's use wisdom. So right now, my message to you, my dear, save when you can, when your job becomes stable, because it will become stable one day very soon, okay? Next question. Should we have separate accounts with different banks for savings, opportunity, and emergency fund? I don't think in Ghana you don't pay to open a bank account. It's free. So I say that to say, if you can and you have the time and the bandwidth, yes, who at the end of the day, the bank is making money from you by you putting your money with them for them to go and give it to somebody and invest in their business and reap the interest. So you to make sure the bank is at least benefiting you with the savings account. If Fidelity have an offer for 10% savers, consider them. Or Echo Bank has an offer for savers, consider it. Weigh up your options, but you do not have to be loyal to these banks because they don't mind us. So we too, we shouldn't mind them, Sha. You understand? Different banks for different reasons. Some of you, Echo Bank is a great bank because of maybe a US dollar account. They have better services and offerings compared to Zenith or GCB or any other bank. So do your research. Now with AI, you tell AI, compare the top 10 banks in Ghana. Which bank is offering the highest amount in interest? AI will tell you, say, as of 2025, Zenith is the most beneficial bank for savers. Then you do your research and you apply for a savings account with Zenith. I hope that makes sense, right? So yes, do not be loyal to these banks because I'm more deal seeker by giving it to somebody and charging that person 50% interest. So you to put your money where you are benefiting. Okay, next question. Okay, Use of off periods to earn additional income, e.g., do some fish farming. Yeah. Again, Ghanaians, as we are all multitasking, there's no, as my brother-in-law said, in Ghana, you guys live by magic. How you guys make end meet? God's hand is on you guys. You have your full-time job, 9 to 5. I knew somebody had a 9 to 5. Then his car, he was Uber between 6 and 10 in the evening. Or behind a side hustle. So behind a second job. So if you have the energy to do 2 jobs and you can cope and look after yourself, your household, now all holding out. Yeah. So therefore your 9 to 5 income is paying you your expenses at home. Then your side hustle money is paying for your wants and your saving and investment. You allocate it according to what's good for you, right? Will you advise Forex trading as a form of investing? I would advise you understand the risk. If you understand the risks involved, then yes, pursue. But again, some of us don't take our time to understand the risk. Every action has a consequence. Every action has a consequence. Do you understand the consequences that if you invest in the Forex trading system, your money will fluctuate up and down, but there'll be a season that it drops. Do you have, as my mum will say, do you have the heart to stand firm when your portfolio has dipped 5%? Or do you have the heart to ride it out and be like, God, it will come back up? And then you wait, then 6 months later, it comes back, but there's a risk. Do you understand it? If you do, please consider it and pursue. But if you don't understand the risks of Forex trading or investment, maybe that's not the right one for you yet. But once you've done your research, invested in yourself, you'll understand it, then you should go for it, go ahead for it. But I can't advise you saying yes or no, but I would encourage you to understand the risk. It's like playing a game, know the rules. If you know the rule, Charlie, you for play. If you don't know the rule, don't play all. Let the professionals play. Okay, let me carry on. I stopped saving from some bank savings account because at the end of the day, they'll take their charges. Superior argument. Superior argument. That's what I'm saying. Go on to Google, compare the top savings accounts in Ghana. If you put that on your phone right now, if you've got internet, Google compare savings accounts in Ghana. As of 2025, it will tell you which one has the better rate. But even that, there's a risk because the bank could collapse. Again, banking regulation in Ghana means that if a bank does collapse, the government have to bail them out. But by the time you bail them out, now also so that you understand? That's why this money game is so frustrating. So frustrating. Well, yes, say, boy. Also, someone yes, say, a boy. What do you do? Again, it's just talking to people, finding out what's good for you at that time. Another question, please. Is it advisable to invest all your savings into a new business? I wouldn't say all your savings into a new business. And I also can't say how much to save. But again, I go back to my analogy of the unexpected will come. So put the emergency aside because that will come. Even your new business needs its own emergency fund. When your supplier can't supply you, when the exchange rate goes up, when these things happen, even your business needs an emergency fund. So you know how I said you personally, you need your emergency fund because your car battery best shit, or tire best say, engine per se. Even your business now needs emergency fund because the supplier will fail you, you will lose that contract or something will happen. So again, don't put all of your savings into the business, put some, and then you grow bit by bit by bit. I hope I've made some sense today. Let me read this other question. Oh, this is just a notes taker. So let me, as you guys are thinking, let me attach this Excel spreadsheet because I don't want us to leave the chat and you guys didn't take it away. Was everybody able to complete the Google survey?
If If not, we are going to send an email to everyone who joined, and
Okay,
then we could also get them to fill. But before we leave, we also have a feedback form
right.
containing the whole program. So, I'm sharing my screen. If you are viewing it on your laptop, you can scan and then provide a feedback. And also, I'll put the link also in the chat box so that you can go ahead and then fill the form for us.
Perfect. So I have
So,
now put the Excel template in the chat, but again, I'll give it to Max, who will email you. So please don't be concerned if you don't see anything in the chat. It will be emailed to you ASAP. So let me quickly summarize so that because I'm mindful that you guys have been with me for 1 hour. Thank you for your time. I hope you've taken some